power of fraction. Power of fraction. If you have something like this, a raised to the power 1 over x. The rule says it's going to be root of a of x, as in root of x of that. So if you have 1 over x, 1 over a raised to power 1 over x, the expression is in this form. You also have y over x, a raised to power y over x, you can be expressed as a all raised to power y, or better still, root x a raised to power y. Either you leave the expression in this form or in this form, they are all the same. Let's look at this perfect example. Simplify the following. We start with the number 1. 4x all raised to power 1 over 2. Don't forget, and let me put down the formula somewhere here. A raised to power 1 over x simply means x root of a. So if we are to compare and contrast, it is assumed that the whole of a is 4xa. So we are going to put anything that is inside that bracket inside the root. Now begin to compare again. This is 1, this is 1. Our x is what? 2. So this is already root 2, square root. And that is why you see me not adding any number here. But once the number is more than 2, you can begin to put it cube root, 4th root, 5th root, any number that is there, you put here. But if it is 2, we don't need to write square root as 2 again because it's going to be tautology. So with this, I know that the square root of 4 is what? 2. X does not have any perfect square root, so you don't need the final answer as 2 root x. Situation where this man inside here does not have a perfect square, you leave the answer that way. For example, if it is something like 3x, you know you don't have a perfect square root of 3 and x, so the answer will just be in this form. But if it has something that has a perfect square, bring out the answer out, and then the one that does not have a perfect square, leave it inside the square root, and that is the answer. Question here, simplify 8x all raised to power 1 over 3. Now, if we are still applying the same principle here, the same formula, it's assumed a is everything inside this bracket. So I'll put it here, 8x. But here, if you compare, this is 1, this is 1, our 3 is x. So here will be what? 3. Cube root of 8x. Cube root of 8x, and I said if it is from 2, you don't need to put, but from 3 and above, you begin to indicate the kind of root you're talking about. So here we know that cube root of 8 is what? 2, and then x does not have any perfect square cube root, so the answer is 2 cube root of what? X. We are making progress. Example number 3. Simplify 27x all raised to power 2 over 3. If we are still applying the same principle here, we have it as 27x root of something. But what that root of something will not be? What is there? Our x here is what? 3. So we'll put it cube root of 27x. But what did you observe in this one? All this one I've been solving the one that is 1 over. But this time around the number has changed to 2. And so we're going to raise everything here by what? Square. Here, what do we have? Cube root of 27 is what? 3. And then cube root of x all raised to power what? 2. You see me, I do not throw away this square. So for me to open up this bracket now, 3 square will give us what? 9. This will give us cube root of, this x will now have its own as x squared. Or you can write it as 9 cube root of x all raised to power 2. Example here is number 4. Simplify 16x all raised to power 3 over 2. I decided to bring down this formula closer by because from what we've been seeing now that it's no longer 1 over x, it's now y over x. So using this second principle here, we have it as 16x root of something all raised to power something. Root of something all raised to power something. So what should be here now is what is done. if here is 2, so this is square root. And you know why I'm not putting 2, because square root start from where? 2. But what should not be on top here, which is y, is what? 3. So from here, what do we know? Square root of 16 is what? 4. Root what? X. All raised to power what? 3. So the final answer, 4 raised to power 3, meaning 4 times 4, which is 4 raised to power 3, root x raised to power 3. And this is supposed to give us 64 root of x raised to power 3. Now we have another one, number 5. X squared, all raised to power 1 over what? 2. To solve the same question, try the same approach. Our x squared will be in the root of something. Here is 2, so we're not going to write any 2. We're not going to raise it to power 1. Even though you raise it to power 1, it's still the same answer. So this is just the answer. And finally, this square, I can decide to do one mathematics here. This is x squared all raised to power 1 over 2. If you agree with me, using the power of this, 2 times 1 is 2, 2 over 2. So the final answer is just x. We have this classwork that says simplify the following. Please be careful. If you observe the way I give my question, I'm always trying to explain 1 or 2 things for you to know, so that I don't make mistake of generalizing things when it's not supposed to be. Number 1, x raised to power 1 over 2. Number 2, x raised to power 3 over 2. Number 3, 8x, all in brackets, 2 over 3. Number 4, 4x raised to power 3 over 2. 4x raised to power 3 over 2. And the last one, which is number 5, is x raised to power 2 over 5. Please solve these questions and then share the details of your solving in the comment section so that we can reason it out together and see if you're making progress. And then, if you're able to get it right, the rest assured there is something for you at the comment section. These are the answers to the classwork. Number 1 is, the answer is square root of x. Number 2, square root of x raised to power 3. This is 4 cube root of x squared. This is also 4 cube root of x raised to power 3. And this is a 5th root of x raised to power 2. In the case of negative power of a fraction, for example, I have a raised to power minus 1 over x. The expression is